What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we have to talk about PROG stock because PROG is actually up 7%, but there's a potential situation where we could, looking forward, actually be losing a bit of the momentum that PROG has built up. So let's take a look at the chart and see what I'm talking about. First of all, it's obviously very good news that PROG is up 7% from closing. It looks like we had a very nice bounce off of the $4 support come this morning during the pre-market, and then even during the first bar of the day, we bounced off of $4 and have been moving up fairly steadily since. Now, the hope is obviously that we continue moving up, that we move past 5 and potentially 550 as well on our way towards a gamma squeeze, right? That's what we really want by the end of the day. It's looking like it might not happen because we are actually about halfway through the day. It's 12 o'clock, 12:13, and we have gone up significantly, but unless we get a lot more momentum moving in, I'm not so sure we're going to get those call options in the money at 5 and 550. Now, I will say that even if we don't move up, this isn't the end of PROG, I don't think. If you look at the past 90 days, we have a very reliable pattern with PROG where we move up quite a bit and then we move down and consolidate, but at higher than where we were previously, right? And then we move up again, move down, consolidate, move up again, move down, consolidate, move up again, move down, consolidate. And finally, this most recent time we have moved up, and now it looks like we've entered the move down and consolidation phase, and it's looking like $4 will actually be acting as our support this time. Now, obviously, a lot of people were hoping that this Friday we would be getting a big gamma squeeze on PROG, and it looks like potentially on gamma squeeze hopes we were able to move up into this week, but then people got some paper hands. Potentially some institutions were running some stories against PROG, which I'll cover in a second, and we ended up moving down and have entered this consolidation phase a bit prematurely, because if we were following the pattern, then we actually would have made new highs like we have every other time that PROG popped. We've made new highs, and you can see this time we did not quite make new highs. Compared to last time, we got up to $6.46. This time we only got up to $6.38, it looks like. So close to new highs, but not quite. We kind of broke the pattern on this one, and it is unfortunate. It could mark changing for PROG, right? Potentially it will be acting differently in the future. The hope is that it will kind of continue with this pattern. If not pop off massively today, then at least we are hoping for consolidation and a pump later on. Now, I will point out that the reason a lot of people were hoping for a gamma squeeze today is because there are massive quantities of open interest call options in PROG, especially at these lower strike prices all the way up to 550. There are tens of thousands of open interest call options. And I will point out at 750, it's unfortunate, but there are 55,000 open interest call options that are looking like they will expire worthless unless we move up absolutely massively. We would have to get up around here for those to expire in the money, and that would just be a massive move on the day, right? We have about half a day to get there. So it's looking unlikely that those will expire in the money, short of something monumental happening, short of massive whales buying into PROG, and they certainly could. Regarding PROG's market cap, it's still fairly low. We could certainly see some big buying pressure and potentially some shorts covering, but at this point, it's looking a little bit unlikely with the way things are, especially with this kind of stuff circulating the internet, right? I suspect that shorts are potentially behind the writing of this article. It was published 20 hours ago, and these are the kinds of articles that institutions will try to push out and get people to read and be bearish on PROG because of, right? It says Progenity has too many problems, not enough money, and then it just goes over some of the bearish points of PROG stock. Myriads of questions hunt PROG stock, a long-term COVID drag, and it just kind of bashes PROG stock a little bit, right? So obviously, I'm not going to pay too much attention to the bears bashing PROG stock because we know that there are very many shorts in PROG stock, right? There are tons of shorts. There are tons of shorted shares. 24.47 million shares are short on PROG stock, and that accounts for about 21.76% of the free float, which is actually about it's down about 1.42% on the day, right? Shorts are actually starting to cover a little bit. Some shorts are probably, and they have been doing this the past couple of days, right? We've seen some shorts covering near the end of 2 days ago, and then some more shorts came in the day afterwards, and that's actually not ideal, right? We don't want to see shorts circulating in and out of PROG stock. That's very dangerous to see a short rotation like that, because what it can mean is that shorts are slowly exiting their positions, right? They're slowly exiting while other people are taking profits, while people, just maybe retail traders even, are taking profits. Some retail traders are likely buying in, pushing this up, and then while they take their profits and sell, shorts may actually be buying back some of those shares, covering their positions, and then new shorts are coming in the next day. That's what we saw. That's what we've been watching on PROG stock over the past couple of days. And that's actually very bad because that means that shorts are able to rotate in and out of PROG stock without squeezing the stock up. But what's dangerous about this in terms of a short squeeze is that these new shorts are getting in at these prices instead of the old prices, right? They're getting in above $4. So for PROG stock to actually squeeze them out, we would need PROG to get much higher. So there are still, do not worry, there are still very many shorts who have not had a chance to rotate out of PROG stock, who are still down big on money. And if PROG goes up significantly, then a lot of those shorts would likely have to cover around the same time, which could lead to a big increase in price. But if we keep seeing this kind of pattern where shorts are able to slowly rotate out of PROG stock, then the chances of a short squeeze don't necessarily diminish. It just gets much tougher to actually activate one, right? There would still be a lot of shorts in PROG, but you would then just have to get PROG to be higher in price before those shorts actually end up getting squeezed out. So that's something to think about and something potentially to worry about with PROG. It's not ideal to give it as much time as we are. Ideally, we would have been moving up throughout the course of the week, putting more and more of these open interest call options in the money, potentially getting up to 750 if we had just continued on this pattern of moving up. Ideally, we wouldn't have taken this big downturn. People wouldn't have taken profits. That would have been ideal for PROG stock. Obviously, you can't stop people from taking profits. And if you're thinking of taking profits, I mean, don't let me dissuade you, right? You have to do what you think is best for yourself and you're trading. And obviously, anyone selling at the top made a very good decision, right? Because PROG did end up moving down and they certainly got out before it started moving down in a big way. But I will point out that even if these options expire out of the money, right, because they are expiring today. Today is November 19th. These are going to expire today one way or another, either in the money or out of the money. Even if they expire out of the money, we still now have a growing number of December 17th strike date call options. So there's actually quite a few at $5, at $5.50, at $7.50, even at $10, which just recently got added to PROG. We'll surely see that increase in count over the next couple of days and weeks. We've got 21,000 open interest calls at 5, 22,000 at 5.50, 33,000 at 7.50, and potentially we'll be seeing institutions or market makers rather add more strike prices for these call options, maybe some $6, $6.50, $7 call options, $8, $8.50, $9 call options. We'll potentially see them add those as they have for the November 19th strike date. You can see that we have all of those strike prices right here added in for PROG stock because they wanted to sell these near-term ones. Now, they haven't actually added them for the further out strike dates, likely because they know that these are unlikely to expire in the money. They'd rather just take people's money from them and let whoever buys these call options lose money, right? That's probably market makers' point of view. They would rather not give these strike prices out for a long-term strike date with the fear that people might actually buy them. So we'll see if they end up adding them sooner rather than later. But hopefully they'll add them sooner, right? That's what we're hoping for, because it'll just give people more of an opportunity to buy into PROG call options, which I don't necessarily recommend myself, right? I don't actually advocate for buying these call options, but they do provide an opportunity to potentially get PROG to gamma squeeze, right? I think it's a lot less risky to buy shares if you're interested in PROG at all. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. I'm not recommending that anyone buy shares. I'm not recommending that anyone buy options or sell options or sell their stock or anything. I'm not making recommendations in this video. I'm just giving you guys my opinion on what I think I see going on with PROG stock. So take it with a grain of salt, right? It's not financial advice. But other than that, guys, that's my PROG update. Hopefully, we'll be moving up throughout the course of the day, getting above 5 or potentially 5.50 by the end of the day. We could see a little gamma squeeze off of that. But who knows, right? We're currently at 471. The hope is we'll move higher, but we really don't know what's going to happen, if those shorts are going to be able to keep us down with their FUD or not. So other than that, guys, don't let PROG dampen your weekend if it doesn't do what you want it to. Just take a break over the weekend, relax, chill out, have a good time. That's what I do over the weekends, and I think it works great. So other than that, guys, have a great day, have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.